Okay, very good morning. Today we are going to discuss about the continuation of fundamental principle of counting. Now we are going to discuss and define what is permutation. So what is permutation is each of the different arrangements which can be made by taking some or all of a distinct objects is called a permutation. A permutation is an arrangement of objects in definite order. So, each of the different arrangements which can be made by taking some or all of a number of distinct objects is called a permutation. A permutation is an arrangement of objects in a definite order. So, what is permutation is simply an arrangement of objects. Suppose A, B are two objects are given. So in how many ways we can arrange these two objects? AB, BA. In two ways you can arrange the objects AB and BA. Suppose three objects are given A, B, C. In how many ways you can arrange these three objects? I will arrange like this: ABC, ACB, BAC, BCA, CAB, CBA. So these arrangements we got from the objects A, B, C. With three objects we got 6 arrangements. With two objects we got 2 arrangements. So if I think everybody knows about what is an ordered pair. So ordered pair A comma B is not equals to ordered pair B comma A until or unless A is equals to B. Let us suppose A is not equal to B. So A comma B not equals to B comma A. We know that. So here ordered pair A comma B is not equal to B comma A. Similarly here arrangement AB is not equals to the arrangement BA. Same application follows here. If it is ordered pair of two elements A comma B not equal to B comma A. If you write ordered triad of three elements A comma B comma C is not equals to A comma C comma B not equals to B comma A comma C not equals to B comma C comma A not equals to C comma A comma B not is equals to C comma B comma A not equals. So we got 6 different arrangements when they are given 3 distinct objects. So here each 3 tuple formed with ABC is one permutation. Each 3 tuple formed with 3 distinct elements is called one arrangement. If suppose they are given 4 objects, A, B, C, D. Okay, how many 2 tuples will be formed? AB, AC, AD, BC, BD, next CD. And in the other ways also BA, CA, DA, CB, DB, DC. So these are the arrangements we got with 2 elements. With 2 elements, almost how many you got? 12 arrangements we got. So from 4 distinct objects, how many 2 tuples are formed? 12 2 tuples are formed. So each tuple we call it as one permutation. Suppose from the 4 objects itself, how many 3 element permutations are possible? See, ABC. Okay, next ABD, ABC, ABD. Okay, next ACD. Next AD. See this, if you write in the reverse order, ACB, ADB, ADC, Like that many you will get with 3 element objects. This only you can write in another way also. What is that? You can, I started with A here. So you can start with B also here. So like that many arrangements you will get. So each arrangement we call it as one permutation. So each 3 tuple is one permutation. Each 4 tuple is one permutation. Each 1 tuple means A is one arrangement, B is one arrangement, C is one arrangement, D is one arrangement. So each 1 tuple we call it as one permutation. So if the arrangement is formed with 2 elements, or arrangement formed with 3 elements, or arrangement formed with 4 elements, so each arrangement we call it as one permutation. So when they are given 4 elements or 5 elements or 10 elements or some n elements, some n elements. Suppose here 2 elements we are able to write. I wrote all 12, but 3 it takes time to write. So we are going to derive a formula to find if they are given n distinct objects, how many permutations formed with some R tuple, like with some R objects. So how many permutations will be formed? We are going to discuss that now. So this proof we are going to use fundamental principle of counting only. Fundamental principle of counting. So what is this? So this is a theorem we are going to prove now. The number of all permutations of n distinct objects, number of all permutations of n distinct objects taken R at a time, is n factorial by n minus R factorial, which is nothing but NPR. So in other ways, how will you define number of R tuples can be formed from n distinct objects. Number of R tuples can be formed from n distinct objects is NPR. Number of R tuples can be formed from n distinct objects is called as NPR. So which is n factorial by n minus R factorial. So check it out. Very easy proof. Just we use a fundamental principle of counting to prove this. Here, let us say there are R boxes. We have to fill using these n distinct objects. So one object cannot be used more than once. So no repetition is allowed. So first place, in the first box, how many ways you can fill the first place? Because availability of objects are n. So n ways you can fill the first place. Okay. So already we discussed that once the object is used, which cannot be used further. So here one object being used, the remaining objects, remaining availability here n minus 1 objects, because one object already been used. So n minus 1 ways you can fill the second place. And third place you can use n minus 2 objects, because we have only n minus 2 objects. We can fill the third place in n minus 2 ways. Like that, fourth place n minus 3 ways. Fifth place n minus 4 ways. So sixth place n minus 5 ways. Like that it will continue. What about rth place? Now if you see, the first place n ways, second place n minus 1 ways, third place n minus 2 ways. This I am write as n minus of 1 minus 1, because 1 minus 1 is 0. So n minus 0, n only. This n minus 1 I am writing as n minus of 2 minus 1. Second place minus 1. Second place 2 minus 1. Third place n minus of 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. Fourth place it will be n minus 3 ways. So n minus of 4 minus 1. Simply rth place n minus of r minus 1. So for your understanding only I wrote this. So now First place we can fill in n ways, second place we can fill in n minus 1 ways, third place we can fill in n minus 2 ways, fourth place we can fill in n minus 3 ways, so on. R place can be filled in n minus of r minus 1 ways. So total number of ways will be n times of n minus 1 into n minus 2 into so on n minus of r minus 1. So you write n minus r plus 1. So n minus r plus 1. Okay, these are the total number of ways of arranging r objects out of n distinct objects. So number of r tuples can be formed from n distinct objects is n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into so on n minus of r plus 1, n minus r plus 1. So number of all permutations of n distinct objects taken r at a time is n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into so on n minus r plus 1. So this what we do is just we will multiply with n minus r factorial by n minus r factorial. So n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into so on n minus r factorial by n minus r. So I just what I done, just multiplied and divided with n minus r factorial. So why it is suppose 5 into 4 into 5 into 4 is there. Now what if I multiply with 3 factorial by 3 factorial, so what is that you will get? 5 into 4 into 3 factorial is nothing but 5 factorial by 3 factorial you will get suppose 10 into 9 into 8 factorial by 8 factorial. So if I multiply from 9 into 9, 8 factorial into 8 factorial by 8 factorial. So multiply and divide with that. So that you will get numerator 10 factorial by 8 factorial. So same application I have used here. N minus r plus 1. If I remove 1 here means subtracting 1 here you will get n minus r only. So the next term. So n minus with n minus r factorial I multiplied as well as divided. So that numerator becomes n factorial. Denominator is n minus r factorial. This symbolically we write as NPR. So number of all permutations of n distinct objects taken r at a time, is NPR, n factorial by n minus r factorial. So the number of all permutations of n distinct objects taken r at a time is n factorial by n minus r factorial, which is equals to NPR. So a little small example based on this. If they are given 4 letters A, B, C, D, how many 3 letters words will be formed? How many 3 letters words will be formed with or without meaning? Okay, when 4 letters are given A, B, C, D, how many 3 letter words will be formed with or without meaning? This means here 4 letters are available. Here 3 letter words we have to form. So means your answer should be 4p3. Just now we discussed number of number of all permutations which can be formed from n distinct objects taken r at a time is NPR. We just now we proved that NPR. Same application I am using. Given objects are 4, we have to form 3 letter combinations. So 4p3. In the other ways, same as we proved theorem, same way, the first place we can fill in 4 ways, second place we can fill in 3 ways because the object which is used here cannot be used here. Third place we can fill in 2 ways. So 4 into 3 into 2, which is nothing but 4p3 itself. Okay, 4p3 means 4 into 3 into 2 only. Simple. So here all the vowels come together. So I will consider all the vowels as one object. Remaining 6 are 6 objects. So 1 object plus 6 objects. Total how many objects? 7 objects. 7 objects can be arranged in 7 factorial ways. But these vowels can be shuffled themselves, right? So A, U, I, E can be shuffled themselves. They can be arranged themselves. See, in how many ways? 4 objects, no? 4 factorial ways we are going to arrange. So first question answer is 7 factorial into 4 factorial. So what is the second question? Such that no two vowels come together. No two vowels come together means A immediately U should not come. U immediately I should not come. I immediately E should not come. E immediately A should not come. So no two vowels come together. So what we do is first V, N, Q, S, H, R. First of all, we are going to arrange the consonants. How many consonants we have? 6 consonants. These 6 consonants can be arranged in 6 factorial ways. Into, now you see, how many places in between them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 places among them we have. So in those 7 places, if we arrange these 4 vowels, so that no two vowels will come together. So 7 places we have to arrange how many objects? 4 objects. So 74. So our answer is 6 factorial into 74. So what we done here? No two vowels come together means first we arranged the consonants in 6 places. In how many ways we can arrange them? 6 factorial ways. In those places, in between we have around 7 places. In 7 places we have to arrange 4 vowels which is possible in 74 ways. 6 factorial into 74 is the second one answer. And third one, all vowels come together as well as all consonants come together. All vowels come together, I told you already, whenever they give you come together means those set of objects we have to consider as one object, one single object. So here what we do is, all vowels we consider as one object, all consonants we consider as one object. So 2 objects can be arranged in how many ways? 2 factorial ways. 2 objects can be arranged in 2 factorial ways, and moreover, all vowels can be shuffled themselves, so 4 factorial ways. All consonants can be shuffled themselves, 6 factorial ways. So here what we done? All vowels come together, so therefore we are taking them as one unit, and all consonants come together, we are taking them as one unit. So 2 units, like one object. 2 objects can be arranged in 2 factorial ways. These 4 vowels can be shuffled themselves in 4 factorial ways. 6 consonants can be shuffled themselves in 6 factorial ways. So 3 more problems based on the same word. So we will discuss all the cases using the same word. Now, begin with vowel and end with consonant. Number of words beginning with vowel and ending with consonant. So it is a 10-letter word, as you know that. 1, 2. So there are 10 places. So beginning with vowel. So to begin with vowel, how many vowels available for us? 4 vowels. So 4 ways you can fill the first place. And last place should be consonant. How many consonants are available? 6 consonants are available. So last place we can fill in 6 ways. So first place to start with, we have to start with vowel. We should end with consonant. So first place we can fill in 4 ways as the 4 vowels available. Last place we can fill in 6 ways as the 6 consonants available. So remaining, how many places are there? 8 places. Out of them, 2 already been filled up. 8 places are available. Here we used only 1 vowel and 1 consonant. So rest of them, here 3 vowels available. There 5 consonants, total 8 letters are available. 8 places we have to fill. 8 places and 8 letters, it is possible in 8 factorial ways. So your answer is 4 into 6 into 8 factorial. So 4 into 6 into 8 factorial. So begin with vowel and end with consonant. That is the 4th problem. See next. Vowels occupy even places. Vowels occupies even places. So even places is even places. Even place available second place, fourth place, sixth place, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So total 5 places available in this. Total how many places available? 5 places. So 5 even places are available. So vowels must occupy even places. So total availability of even places 5. We have to use how many vowels? 4 vowels availability. So 4 vowels we have to fix in 5 even places. So it is possible in 5p 4 ways. It is possible in 5p 4 ways. So in 5p 4 ways we can fill in 5 places 4 objects. Okay. Remaining how many places will be left? In every arrangement in 5p4 you will be occupying only 4 places. Means remaining places will be 6. So in 6 places you have to arrange 6 consonants. It is possible in 6 factorial ways. So 5p4 into 6 factorial. That is the answer. Then vowels occupies even places. 2 vowels at each end. Next one is 2 vowels at each end. 2 vowels at each end means first 2 places 2 vowels, next 2 places, last 2 places 2 vowels. Okay, so first 2 places 2 vowels, last 2 places 2 vowels. 2 vowels at each end means 1, 2, 9, 10 places should be arranged vowels. So how many places? 4 places. We have to arrange 4 vowels, possible in 4 factorial ways. Remaining 6 places can be filled by consonants. So 6 places, 6 consonants can be filled in 6 factorial. Now next set of problems. Same from the same word bank question. Relative positions of the vowels are not disturbed. Relative positions of the vowels not disturbed. In this word, if you see A, U, I, E, their positions, A's position is second, U's position is fifth, I's position is sixth, E's position is ninth. So the positions of vowels are second, fifth, sixth and ninth. Their positions we should not change. A can, the vowel position only, not position of A, not position of U, not position of I separately. Vowel's position, A can be moved to fifth position, U can come to the second position, A can move to ninth position, E can come to sixth position. So in vowel places vowel only should exist. So relative positions of the vowels are not disturbed. The meaning is the position of the vowel should not change. So we have to arrange all the 4 vowels A, U, I, E in these places only. So we should not change the position of the vowel. Position of A to first place, position of A to some 8th place, we should not change. So A's place, vowel only should exist. So A can be shifted to U's place, U can be shifted to E's place, E can be shifted to A place, I can be shifted to I place only itself. So I can remain in the I's place. So like that, every vowel should be there in the vowel place only. So in 4 places are available for vowels. In 4 vowels are there, we can arrange them in 4 factorial ways. That means indirectly relative positions of the vowels are not disturbed. Immediately the conclusion we can get is relative positions of the consonants are also not disturbed. Okay, relative positions of the vowels are not disturbed. The meaning is relative positions of the consonants are also not disturbed. Separately we can conclude that. So that means remaining consonants can be arranged in remaining 6 places. That is possible in 6 factorial ways. So 4 factorial into 6 factorial. So that is the answer. So 4 vowel places we arrange in 4 vowels, 4 factorial ways. Remaining 6 places, 6 consonants can be arranged in 6 factorial ways. So next question. Order of the vowels remains same. Order of the vowels remains same. So order of the vowels remains same, meaning is wherever the AU placed, after that only U should come. Right of A should be U, right of U should be I, right of I should be E. So it should be same order. So we should not disturb the order of AUIE. They must be in the same order. That does not mean that in the same places. They must be in the same order. At the same time, they need not be continuous also. It can be also, no problem. But they need not be continuous positions. But they have to be in the same order. A after U, U after I after E. Same order we should arrange them. So, now suppose, now what we do is, in these 10 places, first of all we will arrange the consonants. Now how many arrangements will be possible? 10p6 ways you can arrange these 6 consonants first. Because 10 places and 6 objects, we can arrange them in 10p6 ways. Now each arrangement, in each arrangement, so one of the arrangement I will let out of 10p6 arrangements, V, N, Q, S, H, R. Now, in how many ways you can arrange vowels? Only one way, that is A, U, I, E. So order is not changed. A after U has come, U after I has come, I after E has come. So, like that, in every arrangement in 10p6, we have only one way to arrange the vowels. So, number of arrangements will be 10p6. Okay. So, if you arrange the consonants, automatically vowels also will be arranged. So, your number of ways is 10p6 ways we can arrange the letters of the word Van Fisher, in which order of the vowels remains same. Next model. Middle places occupied by the vowels and no 3 or 4 vowels come together. At the same time, no 3 or 4 vowels come together. That is the question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So, no 3 or 4 vowels come together. So, middlemost position means 4 yield, 5th position and 6th position. In 5th and 6th positions, we have to arrange 4 vowels. Sorry, we have availability of vowels are 4. We have to arrange 2 vowels in these 2 places out of 4 vowels. How many ways we can possible? We can arrange them 4p2 ways. In 4p2 ways, we can arrange in these 2 places 4 vowels. So 4p2. And moreover, they said no 3 or 4 vowels come together, means in 4th place and 7th place vowel should not come. We should use only consonants there. Here 4th place and 7th place, if vowel comes in 4th place, 3 vowels will come together. Vowel comes in 7th place, 3 vowels will come together. Or vowel comes in both 4th and 7th position, 4 vowels will come together. So we should eliminate that case, so that 4th and 7th places must be given to consonants. How many ways? 2 places can be filled by 6 consonants. This place and this place together, you will get 6p 2 ways. You can fill in 6p 2 ways. So in 6p 2 ways, you can fill 4th place and 7th place by consonants. So how many places left? 3 places left side, 3 places right side. These 6 places can be filled by here. How many vowels, how many letters you used? 4 letters we used. So remaining 6 letters in 6 places we have to arrange. So that is possible in 6 factorial ways. Okay, 6 factorial ways. So 4p2 into 6p2 into 6 factorial is the answer to this question. Okay, now you see the last one from this. All vowels does not come together. All vowels does not come together. The meaning is these 4 should not be together. These 4 should not be together. Means the meaning is 2 vowels can come together, 3 vowels can come together, but 4 vowels should not come together. So that is the question. So 2 vowels can come together, 3 vowels can come together, but 4 vowels does not come together. So how many ways it is possible? So in this problem what we do is, first of all, when 10 letters are given, how many total number of words will be formed? At starting we discussed 10 factorial. From this 10 factorial, we are going to remove the words with all vowels come together. All vowels come together. All the vowels come together, we are going to subtract from total number of words. The words in which all the vowels come together, we will subtract from total number of words. That problem starting itself we solved. If all vowels come together means, we take all the vowels as one object, remaining 6 as 6 objects, total 7 objects can be arranged in 7 factorial ways into. These 4 vowels can be shuffled themselves, 4 factorial vowels. So your answer is 10 factorial minus 7 factorial into 4 factorial. 10 factorial minus 7 factorial into 4 factorial. So what I done? All vowels does not come together, meaning is 2 vowels can come, 3 vowels together can come, but 4 vowels should not come together. So what we do is, from the total number of words formed with the letters of this word, we are subtracting all vowels come together case. All vowels come together case, if we subtract from the total number of words, remaining all words comes to this for satisfying this property that all vowels does not come together. So next example, find the 4-digit numbers that can be formed using the digits 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. How many of them divisible by 2? 3, 4, 5. So first of all, find the number of 4-digit numbers that can be formed using the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7 is 4-digit words, no? So it is possible in 5 to 4 ways. So in which, how many of them are divisible by 2? How many of them are divisible by 3? How many of them are divisible by 4? How many of them are divisible by 5? We are going to check now. So first question, how many of them are divisible by 2? So very easy question is, all divisibility rule for 2 is, unit space must be divisible by 2 or 0. Either 0 or divisible by 2. So now, as 0 is also divisible by 2, no problem. So here, last place we have only one even digit. So fix 2 in the last place. So remaining 3 places can be filled by remaining 4 digits. That is 4 digits are available. 3 places. How many ways we can arrange them? 4p3 ways. So 4p3 numbers which are divisible by 2. 4p3 numbers are divisible by 2. Suppose if you find 2 or 3 even digits, you will get here. How many even digits are there? Those many ways you will get. Suppose 4 even digits are there in the given set of numbers. Here 4 ways you can fill the last place. 4 into 4p3 you will get. So, four p 3 also it depends upon number of digits. So, next one. How many of them are divisible by 3? How many of them are divisible by 3? Divisible by 3 means sum of the digits must be divisible by 3. Sum of the digits must be divisible by 3. So, what to do? Sum of the digits must be divisible by 3 means, first of all add all the given digits sum. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 5, 8. 8 plus 6, 14. 14 plus 7, 21. So, sum of the 5 digits is 21. We should form 4-digit number. So, if one digit we will subtract, so that remaining set of the numbers will form the 4-digit number which is divisible by 3 or not, we will check. If you remove 1, you will get sum 20, means 2 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 value is 20, which is not divisible by 3. So this set of numbers is not eliminated. 21 minus 2 is 19, also not possible. 21 minus 5, 16, which is also not divisible by 3. 21 minus 6 is 15, so divisible by 3. So set of numbers are 1, 2, 5, 7. With these 4 digits, if you form a 4-digit number anyway, that number is divisible by 3. Okay, 21 minus 7 is 14, not divisible by 3. So only one set of numbers we got, that is they are 1, 2, 5, 7. How many ways you can add 4 digits in 4 places? 4 factorial. So 4 factorial numbers will be divisible by 3. So like that you have to check when the divisibility rule, when the numbers divisible by 3, if you want to find out, we have to find out the combination of numbers whose sum is divisible by 3. Next one, divisible by 4 case. Divisible by 4 case is, the divisibility rule for 4 is when the 4-digit number is given, here it is, 4-digit number only you should find. Last 2 places must be divisible by 4. Last 2 places must be divisible by 4. The number found by the last 2 places. That is, suppose if you place 1, 2, 12 is divisible by 4. 1, 5 not possible. 1, 6 also divisible by 4. 1, 7 not possible. Next, 2, 1 no. 2, 5 no. 2, 6 no. 2, 7 no. Next with 5. 5, 1 not divisible by 4. 5, 2 is divisible by 4. 5, 6 is divisible by 4. 5, 7 not possible. With 6. 6, 1 not possible. 6, 2 not possible. 6, 5, 6, 7 also not possible. 7, 1 not divisible by 4. 7, 2 72 divisible by 4. Next, 7, 5 not possible, but 7, 6 is possible. So for last 2 places combinations, we got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways. So last 2 places we can fill in 6 ways. In 6 ways we can fill the last 2 places. But remaining 2 places can be filled by how many digits? Here only we will use 2 digits itself. At any case, any one of the way you will use only 2 digits for last 2 places. So remaining 2 places can be filled by 3 distinct digits. So that is possible in 3p2 ways. So 3p2 into 6. So number of numbers divisible by 4 are 3p2 into 6 and the given digits are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. That is divisibility by 4. Next, divisible by 5. Divisible by 5 is very easy as per this problem or any problem. Last place must be either 0 or 5. So in this problem only one digit available, that is 5. So the first 3 places can be filled by remaining 4 places, 4 digits. So 4p3. This is only one way possible. So 4p3 numbers will be found which are divisible by 5. Now we are going to solve this question. Find the sum of all 4-digit numbers that are found by the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 without repetition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 without repetition. So how to solve this? Here, if they are given 5 digits and if you want to find 4-digit numbers, how many ways it is possible? 5p4 ways. So 5p4 numbers will be there. 5p4 means around 120 numbers. So we have to find the sum of all 120 numbers. So in this we have a direct formula to this, but how the formula is derived I am going to explain to you in detail. So all the 120 numbers sum we have to calculate. 4-digit numbers, that to 4-digit number sum. So how it is possible? For example, I am going to use this process which is easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Suppose using these digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 2, 1, 3, 5. Like that many numbers will be found, 120 numbers. When you are adding the numbers, you will add all the units place first. Next 10 places basic addition. all units place you will add first, then you will add all tens place, then you will add all hundreds place, then you go for thousands place. So in this process I am going to tell you this method. See, 4 plus 5 plus 5. 4 plus 5 plus 5. How much? Around 14. This sum is 14. But in general what we do? 4 here, 1 year you replace. Just not like that. Now what I am doing is, all units place I am adding 14. Units place value is 1 plus all tens place I will add. What is the tens place sum? 9 into what is the tens place value? 10. Next, hundreds place 5. 5 into hundreds place value 10 square plus thousands place value 4 into 10 cube. So sum is 4 into 10. If you add this also, you will get the sum of these three numbers. So sum of the units place into 1, sum of the hundreds place into, tens place into 10, sum of hundreds place into 100, thousands place into sum of the thousands place into 1000. So ones place or units place we are sum is being multiplied by 1, tens place being multiplied by 10, hundreds place being multiplied by 100, thousands place being multiplied by 1000. If you add these values, you will get the sum of these three numbers. This concept I am going to use when you are solving this question. This is the only concept I am using. So here, everywhere if you see, okay, now see, 4 digital numbers. This units place, first we will find out the units place value. Units place, sum of the units place value. Here, this units place, how many ways we can fill? Any of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 may come here. Okay, if units place is 1, fixed 1 is fixed. How many numbers will be formed with units place 1? 5 digits available, 1 is used already. 4 digits available. In 3 places, how many ways you can fill? 4 digits, 4p3 ways. So 4p3 numbers will be formed with 1 as the units place. 1 in the units place. 4p3 numbers will be formed with 1 in the units place. So with 1 in the units place, 4p3 numbers. With 2 in the units place, how many numbers will be formed? Same. 4p3 numbers only will be formed. With 3 in the units place, how many numbers will be formed? 4p3 numbers. If 4 in the units place, how many numbers will be formed? 4p3 numbers. 5 in the units place also 4p3 numbers. So what we done before? We added all the units place values and then we multiplied with 1. Okay. So there are so here the sum of the in units place, what all digits will come? 1 will come, 2 will come, 3 come, 4 come, 5 comes. So you will add all now. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 into units place value 1. How many numbers will be formed? We discussed 4p3 numbers. In 4p3 numbers, 1 will come in the units place, 2 will come in the units place, 3 will come in the units place, 4 will come in the units place, 5 will come in the units place. Okay. So next comes to tens place. Here units place value we are writing only into 1. Okay, because next in tens place also, 1 will come, 2 will come, 3 will come, 4 will come, 5 also will come. So 1 possibility, 2 possibility, 2 also there, 3 also there, 4 also there, 5 also there. Any digit may come. If 1 is fixed in the tens place, remaining 3 places can be filled by 4 digits in 4p3 ways. So 1 in the tens place also 4p3 numbers will come. Okay, if 2 is also there, 4p3 numbers will come. So 4p3 into 2, next 4p3 into 3, 4p3 into 4, 4p3 into 5. So, but place value of 10 is, tens place is 10. So now first I added all the units place values. Okay, next the digits in the tens place I added. Next goes to the hundredth place. That is also what will come. Same process. 1 will come, 2 will come, 3 will come, 4 will come, 5 will come. So 1 plus, 2 plus, 3 plus, 4 plus, 5. But hundredth place value is 100. Okay. Similarly, the last place 4p3 into 1 plus, 2 plus, 3 plus, 4 plus 5 into 1000. Okay. Now, in every term, first term, second term, third term, fourth term, 4p3 into sum of the numbers is common. 4p3 into sum of the numbers into what is left in each term? Here 1, here 10, here 100, 1000. 1000, 100, 10, 1. If you add 1111, you will get. So now sum of the numbers 4p3 into 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 5 into 1111 is the answer. Okay, if you generalize this fact, here 5 digits are given, 5 digits are given, 4 digit numbers we have to form. Okay, in that we have to find sum of all those 4 digit numbers. So what is that we got? 4p3. If there are n digits, np, if there are n digits given, here 5 digits are given, we got 4. Means 5 to 4, means 5 minus 4. Here, if there are n digits given, n minus 1. To get sum of the odd digit numbers means, here odd digit number means 4 digit numbers. For that 4 digit number we got 3. So it becomes 4 minus 1, no? So r minus 1 into sum of all the odd digits into, here once how many times you wrote? 4 times. 4 digit number, 4 once you wrote. I'll write here 1, 1, 1, so on, r times. So 1, 1, 1, so on, r times. So the formula to find sum of r distinct numbers formed from n distinct digits is n minus 1 p r minus 1 into 1, 1, 1, so on, r times. N minus 1 p r minus 1 into sum of the given digits, into 1, 1, 1, so on, r times. 1, 1, 1, so on, r times. That is the formula to find sum of the odd digit numbers, found with n distinct digits in which 0 is excluded. Here 0 is not there in the given digits. If 0 is excluded, we should go for this form. N minus 1 into n minus 1 p r minus 1 into sum of the given digits into 1, 1, 1, so on, r times. If 0 is one among the given digits, is what we do is, among the n digits, 0 is one among them. So your formula, and then at that time formula will be n minus 1 p r minus 1 into sum of the given digits into 1, 1, 1, so on, r times minus n minus 2 p r minus 2 into sum of the given digits into 1, 1, 1, 1 r minus 1 times. 1, 1, 1 r minus 1 times. Is it clear? So if 0 is one among the n digits, formula to find sum of the r digits is n minus 1 p r minus 1 into sum of the given digits into 1, 1, 1, so on, r times minus n minus 2 p r minus 2 into sum of the given digits into 1 1 1 so on or minus 1 times. Now we are going to discuss rank problems to find the rank of the given word when the repetition is not allowed. Okay, so fable, F-A-B-L-E. What is the rank of this word? Rank meaning is, if you see the dictionary, the words starting with A will come first. Next, they will come with, the words with B will come. Next, words with C will come. Next, words with D will come. So, if you go into deep, the first words with AA will come, AB will come, AC will come, AD will come, AE will come. So, in this order only the words will come in the dictionary. Okay. So, if you arrange these 5 letters, if you take these 5 letters A, if you arrange them in ascending order, alphabetical order, A, B, E, F, L. This is the alphabetical order, A, B, E. So, from these 5 letters, if you form a dictionary with these 5 letters, so first the words will start with A, next words will start with B, next starts with E, next starts with F, next starts with L. So what the question is, if the letters of the fable are permuted in all possible ways and the words thus formed are arranged in the dictionary order, find the rank of the word. So first words will start with A, next B, next E, next F, next L. Okay, among these words, what is the position of this word fable? The position of this word fable, that is nothing but rank of the word fable. That is nothing but rank of the word fable. So, with A, suppose the word starts with A. I will tell you the shortcut also after this. So, if A is starting letter, remaining 4 places we have to arrange 4 letters. How many ways it is possible? 4 factorial ways. But our word does not start with A. So, next we will get the word starts with B. How many words you will get? 4 factorial words. Because B is the first place, remaining 4 places, 4 letters can be arranged. Next the words will start with E. So the remaining 4 words can be arranged in 4 factorial ways. Next, our word will start with F. So means, first, if you write with F, how many words will be formed? 4 factorial words. But in these 4 factorial values 24 words. In these 24 words only, our word fable will exist. So what we do is, with F starting words, fix this letter F, then come back to first. So our words will, with F means, with FA only, first starting the words will start. So FA. A also I cycled because the next letter to our required is A only. Next, FA after B. FAB. B also required to us. Okay. Next letter is available is E. So with FABE, how many words will be formed? Only one word. So that is FABEL. That is only one way it is possible. Okay. Now this E is over. Next FAB. If you remove E and if you add L, FABL. Okay, this also fixed. I can come back. That is next place is 1. So how many words we are getting? 3 into 4 factorial plus 1 plus 1. How much? 2. 3 into 4 factorial is 3 into 24, 72. 72 plus 2, 74. So the rank of the word fable is 74. Now how to solve this question in shortcut? Very easy. Now we are going to discuss the shortcut of same word fable. Okay, I will arrange them in alphabetical order A, B, E, F, L. A, B, E, F. Okay, so now from right term 0 factorial, 1 factorial, 2 factorial, 3 factorial, 4 factorial. 0 factorial, 1 factorial, 2 factorial, 3 factorial, 4 factorial. So we got first. What is the first letter required? F. Before F, A, B, E, 3 letters are there. So which are uncircled? First into 3. 4 factorial into 3. Next letter required is A. Next letter required is A. So before A no letter is present. So 0. Next letter required is F, A, B. Before B no letters are there with uncircled. So 0 into F, A, B. Next which letter is required? L. Before L how many letters are there? Uncircled only 1. These three are uncircled. Uncircled only 1. So into 1. Okay, that is next. Before it nothing is there. So this whole result plus 1 always. So 3 into 4 factorial plus 1 into 1 factorial 1 whole 1, that is 74, like the previous one. Already we done in the process. So one more example we are going to solve using this. That is the important word which we like it more, math or maths. So what is the rank of this word? The rank of this word. So first write the letters in the alphabetical order. A after H, M, S, T. This is the alphabetical order. We will discuss the shortcut directly. Write in the 0 factorial, 1 factorial, 2 factorial, 3 factorial, 4 factorial. Okay, in maths, what is the first letter? M. So circle M. Before M, how many letters are uncircled? 2 are there. Into 2. Okay, next. M after required A. So before A, how no letters available? 0. Next required T. Before T, 2 letters uncircled. So into 2. Okay. Next H. Before H no letter uncircled. 0. This is again last anyway. If you circle it, nothing will be available. So whole plus 1. So 2 into 4 factorial value is 24. 24 into 2 48. 0 into 3 factorial 0. 2 into 2 factorial 4. 0 0 plus 1. So the rank of the word maths is 53.